Hello students, welcome to this session in which we will be discussing in more detail about demand and supply. Whenever the price rises, consumers tend to purchase lesser, and whenever the price falls, consumers tend to purchase more. Of course, there are many other factors that determine demand. For example, income of the consumer, the tastes of the consumer, the other goods that are available and their prices. So, all these we consider to remain constant when we talk about demand. And here we assume that other things remaining constant, whenever the price changes, demand will also change. Demand can be explained or it can be depicted in different ways. In other words, the relationship between price and quantity can be depicted in different ways. We can depict the relationship between price and quantity demanded by a function, demand function. A demand function consists of the quantity demanded on the left side of the equation, and on the right side we have the price of the commodity, the prices of other commodities, the income of the consumer, and the other factors like fashions, tastes, and other factors that influence the demand curve. A demand function is a symbolic way of describing the relationship between the other factors and demand, the factors that determine demand and demand. And therefore, this symbolic representation does not give us a precise relationship. In the same manner, we can also depict a demand relationship or the relationship between price and quantity by a schedule, by a table. So, the tabular representation of a demand relationship is called a demand schedule. A demand schedule gives us precise prices, so various prices, and at those various prices what are the quantities purchased. And so, when we look at such a demand schedule, we find that whenever the price is rising, the quantity purchased is reducing. This is called contraction of demand, and whenever the price falls, demand increases. It is known as expansion of demand, contraction and expansion of demand. In the same manner, we can also depict a relationship between prices and quantities purchased by a graph. We can draw a curve. On the axis, vertical axis, we measure prices, and on the horizontal axis we measure quantities. And here also we find that the demand curve slopes downwards from the left to the right, indicating that whenever the price is high, the quantity purchased is less, and when the price falls, the quantity increases, the quantity demanded increases. And therefore, these are the three methods by which we can depict a relationship, or we can analyze a relationship between the prices and the quantities purchased. But which of these forms is the best, or which of these forms is used? That is the question to be discussed. Now, which form we discuss or we use to analyze demand relationship depends upon the need. What do we need to explain? If we are satisfied by just knowing what are the causal factors that cause demand, then a demand function will be sufficient, because the demand function does not give us precise quantities, but it just symbolizes what are all the factors that influence demand. On the other hand, if we want to know what are the various quantities that would be purchased at different prices, then we would have to use a schedule. So, a schedule shows us at various prices what are the quantities that will be purchased, but it does not tell us what is the price that exists in the market. So, a demand schedule gives us more information than the demand function, but it may not give us all the information to analyze demand in more detail. On the other hand, demand curve is a graphical representation of the relationship between prices and quantities, and it not only shows us what will be the quantities that are purchased at different prices, but it also tells us what is the ruling price in the market, what is the existing price in the market, and therefore, it gives us much more information than the previous two types or two forms of expressing the demand relationship. So, here economists, when they refer to demand, refer to the quantity that is purchased at any given point of time, other things remaining constant. So, we had discussed this earlier, that there are many factors that determine demand. For example, price of the commodity determines demand, and the other factors are prices of other commodities which are related, then the incomes of the consumers, fashions, tastes, and many other factors. So, it is assumed that all the other factors except price remain constant, they do not change, and whenever price changes, we are trying to see what is the quantity that will be purchased.